Hello and welcome to D&D on DDO Cast. We are Dungeons & Dragons players, and we're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons online players. We're going to play some 5th edition D&D, Tomb of Annihilation. I'm Patrick, your Dungeon Master and host this evening. Thanks for joining us, and we encourage folks to participate at twitch.tv/DDOcast, where you can influence the game if you're watching us live. We're using the virtual tabletop Fancy Grounds Unity. You can visit fancygrounds.com or at fancygrounds2 on Twitter to learn more. Let's meet the players, and we'll start with Fire.
Hello, I am Naldarai. I am a sorcerer, if I can speak tonight.
Speaking is overrated. Alexsia.
Hello, I'm Alexsia. I am a custom lineage alchemist.
And Grub.
Hi, I'm Grub, and this is session 3. I still haven't hit anything.
Fraggle.
Flickeraxe, the Dwarven Knowledge Cleric.
And Fahada.
Hi, I'm Fahada. I'm a human variant ranger.
And Dyne.
Hi, I'm playing Dyne Lipsia, a gem dragonborn, technically rogue.
Technically rogue. And Bojaxxx.
Anybody's a rogue.
Everybody's
They want to be.
I have Bojaxxx playing a copper dragonborn barbarian who believes that most of life's problems can be solved with a battle axe to the gut or a warhammer to the skull. And fortunately for this group, I'm proficient with both.
Yay.
And so far, the most hard-hitting thing from either of the barbarians has been their knowledge. It's been great.
They
Hey,
know everything.
don't knock the 8 in till you got it, baby.
They pick up stuff. What can you say?
I apologize for interrupting. I'm checking the stream. Oh, it finally showed up. Never mind.
Last 2 sessions, we've been in the port near Zaru, and we finally found a bunch of quests, a bunch of guides, all sorts of fun things to be looking at, and decided on one of your possible quests to go up to Fort... What's its name? That's not the right map.
Nyanzaru?
Belurian. It's the Flaming Fist Fort.
Oh, okay. We're in Nyanzaru.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're in Nyanzaru, yes. And your mic's on your head.
That also.
Details.
8 int, remember.
That's your character.
We
not
promote
you.
role playing. That might be a little excessive in the role playing department, but hey, have at it. Enjoy yourself. Okay, so we're looking at going to Fort Belurian, and I think we said it was going to be day 3 setting out. So just to I'll make sure everyone is looking at your player's map. So this is a hex map, and each hex is essentially a day's travel. Unless you can move faster if you're on a river or a lake and you have a canoe. Or you can also choose to try to move faster as well, although that will make it more prone to getting lost. And I do not believe that you are taking a guide with you in this adventure.
Roka was going to pay for the 2 guides, River and whatever the other one was.
I think that. Let me double check, because that might be intended to be after.
Didn't say that.
It's as the reward to. He offered to cover the cost of the charter first, I think, but the guides are going to be after completion.
Yes.
However, Roka will be sort of going with you.
What does that mean?
That means he's
Well-
going with us until we get close, and then he's going to separate so we can be a distraction.
Sure.
He's not going to go into the fort with you.
No, because that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of us being a distraction.
Right. If you get caught, he doesn't want anything to do with you.
Same.
Can we take a boat or the canoes around the coast?
If you had one, yes.
They aren't exactly cheap,
I did like 50 gold apiece.
something like that. And how many people can they carry?
I believe it was 6.
Which is not even our full party.
Canoe is 50 gold. It can hold up to 6 medium creatures.
So 2 canoes, and then we will have them for good.
Not necessarily, because Fort Belurian is a good day's travel, day and a half's travel from the coast.
Well,
Yep.
I'm not gonna carry a canoe
Oh
in the
yeah,
jungle.
true. We might lose it, but look how much farther it is across the land.
More opportunity to beat things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking getting beat on is what we're trying to avoid.
Where's your sense of adventure?
It's in the library. You know, the restricted section. That's my adventure.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, looking at the hex map, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like about a 6 or a 7 day.
Now, how are we going to get across that river mouth?
The river outlet?
Yeah,
It
we're
is
gonna
a
have
good
to go
question.
down?
Yeah.
It's a good
Or
question.
is there a ferry that takes us across? Is
Uh,
there a ship that goes up near Port Belurian that we could take?
There,
Or for that matter, just one going out of port. We could just not like, hey, can you just get us right over there?
Yep.
On your way out.
How wide is that river mouth?
2 of you should have an investigation roll.
Oh, I'm rolling badly.
That's okay. You're getting it out of the way. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Seem to remember there being information somewhere. Oh, come on. Where's the... There are boats. I just have to, find the information about...
Yeah. Because looking on the main map of Chult, it looks like there is a marked trail leading from Fort Belurian directly west to what looks like a little bay along the coastline there.
Yes, but we want to go north and east.
Yeah, but if we go by water, we can go to where that bay is and then walk the rest of the way, is what he
Yeah.
said.
It's possible that there's
Yeah,
regular
I see what you're saying.
possible there's regular boat traffic ferrying supplies or other things. Who knows?
What about what's his face? Did he tell us how is he suggesting we get there? Roka, how is Roka telling us to get there? How does he plan for us to get near there?
The fort?
Yeah, he was going to travel with us for part of the trip.
Right.
Yeah. But if he's gonna, if he has water travel up near there, then we could go separately and it wouldn't interfere.
Getting into the fort is not hard. Like it's a place of trade and people coming and going. So that's easy.
So
Yeah,
is
there should-
Roka planning to walk across this for a week, or is he planning to take a boat up to near there?
Walking probably. Boats are expensive. Where the heck is this information? I know I read this information. I can't find it.
I know boats are expensive, but what does it cost to get a ride?
Yeah, that's also kind of the what I'm talking about.
I mean, I can empathize on a certain particular where is this stupid thing level.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
Oh my goodness. Out loud. Like I remember reading about the damn boat.
Perhaps it's in the hunting pirates section.
Maybe. I think that's just gonna say the harbor master. No, there's a boat you can. I know that there's specifically a boat that you can rent.
We don't want to rent a boat. We just want to get a
Yeah,
ride.
I know, but I was trying to start there. Oh, that's fun. Definitely should remember that for going this direction. All right. New tactic. Find the thing that says how much it costs to rent a boat. Which I know is in the 3rd edition book. Can I remember where it is in Dyne, do you remember where the cost for renting a boat or whatever it is in the player's handbook?
Let's see. Might be under mount. Might be under mounts. Let's see.
There's mounts and vehicles. For crying out loud.
It's
We know how to play this game. Super good. Short answer is yes. You can find boats that are do make the trip between the port and the fort, usually on their way out or in, depending on which direction you're going. But are also most boats do not do that. If that makes sense.
Not really.
So they go back and forth, but they don't necessarily accept passengers.
No, it's not that. It's so
Right?
the fort and the Fort Belurian and the Flaming Fist and Port Nianzaru and the Chultans and the Merchant Princes don't exactly have a stellar relationship, if it will. There's the Merchant Princes would get rid of the Flaming Fist if they could, but they can't. They don't have the forces to do it. So the Flaming Fist get to pretty much outside of the port kind of impose their will.
So it sounds like we're going to walk.
It does.
You
How are we
can
gonna go-
can find a boat if you want.
What's it going to cost to do that?
Some amount of coin, as of yet to be determined.
there's the thing.
If
My
you
page
can't
wasn't
find
splitting.
it costs a gold.
Yeah, a gold is about right. I think
Where's
it's about right.
equipment?
that sounds great.
It does, doesn't it?
Holy cow!
Perfect, in fact.
Tells me how much to buy a boat.
Don't wanna
I mean,
buy it.
I would even be okay if you dropped it to a silver. It really would be okay.
Yes, I agree. And we'd buy A gallon of, what was it, mead or was it ale that you got there, Jhax?
There's the special stuff. Tej. It was the amber-colored fermented drink made from honey.
It is the Ethiopian mead. Technically, what it is in
Is it a
our
mead or is
world.
it a mellow?
Was it actually a
No,
actual thing, or?
Yeah, they don't really put fruits or anything in it. I mean, they can, but I think the traditional Taj is just honey.
In that case, it's just mead, not a mellow.
All right. For the sake of time and my boredom and frustration, let's say that it'll cost 2 gold a piece to a person to get to take a boat.
Passengers. Let's see how close you are.
Ooh.
Where's my inventory? How much money I've got? 'Cause
Yep,
I have a feeling.
a
I think 2
passenger
gold.
is-
I think 2 gold makes sense. I think we should do that.
A passenger is usually expected to pay 5 silver pieces per day for a hammock, but prices can vary from ship to ship. Small private cabin usually costs 2 gold pieces per day.
I'd be
Wow,
willing to share with somebody. Hey, Fahada, you want to split a room?
Let's see.
Sure, no problem.
How many days do we think it'll take?
And that's
was just thinking
119 in the DM's guide.
Oh, it's in the DM's book. That's why I'm in the campfire. I'm looking at the player's handbook. That's helpful. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Well, it depends on what kind of. You're going out, so it's gonna be 2 miles per hour, and each one of these is 10 miles. So 2, 3. So we'll say it's 100 miles by boat. Damn, this map is really deceptive about how far it is. Oh great, I do have my phone. That means I have a calculator handy.
You know,
Yeah.
a boat. You'd think a boat could get there a lot faster than walking. That's the whole point of taking the boat.
Yep. So it'll take a little more than 2 days to get there.
So yeah, that's a lot faster.
Much faster. Let's do that.
And it'll be a gold a person. You said 5
Let's
silver
do it.
per 2, right? Or for 1.
Sold.
Okay, so I take that off my sheet.
Yep.
So, a
Yep.
gold a person, then you said?
Gold a person.
Okay.
Okay.
And so
Why
that.
can't I change my gold?
Oh,
there we go.
You know,
As I'm in the wrong place, though.
I should have changed the theme. I'll try to remember to do that next time, because there's another theme that that I like better than this one, that highlights the field. Makes it really obvious when you have it selected.
No, it's fine. I was in the wrong field.
Mm.
That was my fault. User error.
Now the real question is: there I was gonna see if there's an encounter table for the ocean.
Surely there is.
There is not. There's a river.
All right.
But we'll make one up on the fly.
We're sort of leaving from a river mouth.
Dragon turtle. Dragon turtle.
Dragon turtle? What's that?
Something we don't want to deal with.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
It's
Sounds
literally the
fun.
sea version of a dragon. Like it's a turtle the size of a
like-
dragon.
Like the big turtle in Valheim?
Yes.
Nice. Dragon
Except-
turtle. Dragon turtle. Dragon turtle.
They
Sorry,
also
never
have
mind.
a breath weapon, if I remember correctly.
Theme.
They do, yeah.
I don't think I need to do anything there.
Base, yeah, good.
So
Trust me, you don't want one.
along the way, Oh, hey, I need to roll for weather. So day 3.
It's only a 2-day trip.
Yeah, but this is our third day in Chult.
Right.
Ah,
It's a fairly normal day. No real wind, light rain, and 90 to 95. And day 2, normal rain, we get no wind, and slightly warmer, 95 to 100.
Oh, joy.
Indeed. So you'll actually get there on day 5. Along the way, you do the boat doesn't have an encounter with a bunch of reef sharks. They don't cause any problems with the boat, but there are just you get to see the fish life in the bay, and you come upon a pack of reef sharks.
I think we're all busy being sea shark.
Reef sharks.
Yep.
Not giant
Just
sharks, just sharks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are they doing?
They pace the ship for a little while.
hoping for somebody to go swimming.
Something like that.
Looking for fish to get distressed so they can go and consume them.
Something like that.
I'm just gonna watch them.
Okay. So starting day 5 is when you get to the landing spot for the fort. And what are you all tracking your food? You got food and water?
Where there shipping accommodations? Is there a ship's cook, etc.? Was that included?
Ships generally would
Ooh.
provide something, wouldn't they?
That's a fair question to ask.
As part of the service.
I mean, that's a fair question to ask. Where was the what chapter was the lodging or whatever?
Oh,
You said it was-
page 119.
What chapter is that? So I can look it up in Fantasy Secrets because I don't have my DMG handy.
Well, let's see. Adventure Environments, Chapter 5.
Adventure environments. Settlement stuff. I'll just say that it's included in it, and we'll move on.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
Of course, I just closed the thing that I was gonna read because I was looking for something else. So easy to do in this.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not what I wanted. Where is F in the alphabetical list? Where is it? Oh my gosh. I read this like 5 minutes ago. So you get to what's called the Belurian Landing, which is really nothing more than a stretch of beach with a few log buildings above the tide line. So the ship actually anchors about half mile offshore, and rowboats ferry you and other supplies back on to the shore. I'll have everybody make a perception check for giggles. Like to make people roll, right?
Woolworth crap.
Dyne with the save.
Hey, Dyne.
Getting that high of a 19.
Huzzah.
It's like I'm good at it or something.
Yeah, well, you know, there's.
Now that we're out of town.
So you recognize Dyne. You're able to kind of count. There's 6 Flaming Fist guards on duty. It seems to be that their primary function here is to man the rowboats.
Okay.
So they
And
row out to the boat and then bring stuff back. Is that what they do?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Row in, row out. Presumably, one would infer that it's a rotational duty, and you're not just like always stuck here. But
Who knows?
I bet it is. I bet someone's always stuck here because there's always someone.
right, but it's not necessarily something that you would be. That would be your only job, right? Like you would kind of go to other. You'd be down here for a week and then go back to the fort or something like that. Presumably. So the path is well marked, and it's about 14 miles. It's a bit of a hike, but you can do the whole thing in a day since you're not hefting heavy things or anything, and it's a well marked trail. There's no chance of getting lost.
Sounds good.
All right.
Even Intelligence 8 Barbarian cannot get lost on this trail.
Don't challenge them.
I was born in the woods.
And we are knowledge barbarians.
Exactly. Y'all can suck it.
So
We should, I would say, after we get a couple of hours towards the town, are any of the guards going with us?
from the boat, from the landing site, no.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe get an hour or two away and then maybe discuss some possible plans on how we want to go about our business. And I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my noggin.
Roka.
Roka. Yeah.
So you, I think someone didn't roll their perception check, but you determine that this is not a patrolled path.
Okay.
And Roka has not. He also took the ship, but had no meaningful contact with you, right?
Okay.
So
That's why I suggested to
Yes,
meet up about an hour away from the beachhead.
And I'm sure he's not anywhere near us.
you trying to say like with him, or just
I'm sure he did
as a
not come
group?
with us. No, I assume he just left us to our own devices to get there.
Right. I'm asking Jhax if he's trying to meet up with him or not, Roka or
Oh,
not.
I see.
That's what I would have liked to have happened. So that we could maybe go over possible scenarios in the building or in the fort, I should say.
Wouldn't we have done that before we got on the boat?
He also
didn't.
doesn't care how we distract. He just wants
Yeah.
us to be a distraction.
You
And then
want-
when we make a
okay.
distraction, he's going to sneak in and do his
Okay,
thing.
I did not remember that part, so we good. To the
Climbing
fort.
could be a problem.
Yeah, because we have to make sure Roka gets there.
Mhm.
Which I gather we left out before he did, or did he leave before we did?
So just by random chance, because rowboat only carries 6 people,
Mm-hmm.
including the rower. So they're only shuttling 4 people ashore at a time. So as soon as he got to shore, he took off, and that happened before all of your party was ashore.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gone, and we just have to get there and do
Mhm.
our bit.
Okay. He'll know. Okay.
You approach the fort. The flag of Baldur's Gate flies over this wooden stockade. The whole structure sits atop a 10-foot hillock, the sides of which are shaved vertically to make them steep and difficult to climb. The fort's main gate faces west. On the east side of the stockade, a tall keep holds a commanding view of the surrounding wilderness. This is probably black at the moment.
Yep.
Not what I want. Ambient lighting, that's what I want. Visible now?
Nope.
Not yet.
Negative.
Still black.
Because I haven't put. Okay, fine. Where is. Where's the damn disable sight thing? Probably in a line of sight.
Weird that this particular map does not have completely the same grid everywhere.
You said you can see it.
Ah,
There we go. No, it's just subdivided, I guess. So it's on a different scale.
Right. That's not really doing kind of what I wanted to do. Nope. Where is... Gosh darn it.
Okay, I'm going to be right back. I need to go and put up some chickens.
oh, I need to go check chickens too, actually. Do you have time for us to
Yeah,
take
that's
care
fine.
of that?
Go ahead.
I'll be right back.
I'm trying to find the... I was trying to remember where the turn the line of sight off was. It's been too long since I've tried to do this. Oh, there it is. Haha. Bingo. Got it.
Hey. Okay.
Had to find the damn thing. Oh, so that's the fort. You come in through the west gate, which has two massive wooden doors.
There's two outbuildings just to the west of the main gate. Are those like guard houses?
Probably.
And are they occupied?
Hang on. So the gates are open. And people make another perception check. Right hand open.
We've got some missing bodies, but
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
looks like we rolled well enough anyway.
Jeez Louise. So you count 6 guards patrolling the parapets.
Okay.
As for the buildings on the outside, they look kind of like official duty kind of posts. So they're just kind of hanging out with they're just kind of hanging like places for the guards outside to do their official duties.
Okay.
Checking people as they're coming in, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Maybe people are I don't know, the kind of stuff that people as they're coming in might need to, maybe they get pulled aside, their bags searched.
Customs.
Custom. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah, customs.
Hand it back.
Welcome back.
Oh, I gotta check something. Sorry, got
Okay.
here. Yikes.
That's okay. The other 4 of us that rolled over 20, we're good.
Sorry, I had to unexpectedly AFK, but I'm back.
That's okay. And as you come in through the kind of the gatehouse area, you find a man selling weapons or offering to sell weapons, as well as making them in that little space.
Okay. I probably recognize him as a blacksmith.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm typing those out for the people who aren't here.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I will actually be right back.
And then just inside the gate is a bazaar. There's a dozen or so traders managed in this. There are very clearly people that are not actually soldiers and part of the Flaming Fist here. So there's clearly some explorers, adventurers like yourself, look like some tradesmen, that kind of thing.
Okay.
When I say tradesmen, I mean like miners kind of thing. There's also traders as well. It's not anywhere near as bustling as it was in Port Niranzaru, but there's a pretty good.
Are we able to freely walk around?
Mhm.
Okay. Kind of want to make a loop of the interior, looking for things that might be flammable.
It's all built out of wood.
Okay. Do they have like animal paddocks or anything with like dry hay, anything of that nature?
Barrels of oil for torches.
There are stables, so the building just to the east of where I put Fahada and Tash.
Yep.
There are stables there. There are a few horses. There's there's stalls for a dozen horses, and there's only 7 actually occupied.
Okay.
And there is a man there caring for the horses.
Okay.
I mean, do the horses actually go in the jungle, or are we talking about more like are these riding horses? Are these like farm horses?
Where are you? Are there? Have you make me an animal handling check, Fahada?
Okay, cool.
You identify 2 as riding horses and the other 5 as unarmored war horses.
I share that information with my party.
Are the war horses bored?
No, because they're being fed.
So let's just go get a charter.
Go ahead.
Right? That's what we're here for. A charter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
Sure. Do you want to kind of finish the looking around the outside?
I want to look around.
Yes.
My goal, wink wink, is to unobtrusively light something on fire to create a distraction. Hence, dried hay, any combustibles.
Sure.
that I might be
Just-
able to do in.
Just don't hurt the
mostly-
horses.
Yeah, mostly private.
Well, that's always a good option too. Just release the horses.
They're being fed. They won't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
Yeah.
That's why he asked.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they can't be being fed forever, or you can take their food away.
Behind the stables is a jousting field.
Okay. Okay. I see that.
Which looks it looks like you would expect a jousting field of kind of Baldur's Gate style, Titherian soldiers, that kind of thing. Except instead of the usual symbols that you might see, these ones are very Chult inspired. So you see some dinosaurs, some fantastical creatures that would be native to the area. And let's see. To the south of the stables, is a store. But it has a no civilians allowed sign on it.
Can I peek in a window and see what they're not selling to us?
I mean, you can look in the door.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basic necessities, food and drink.
Okay.
Probably more like a pub than a store.
Okay.
Do you know where the office is?
Yeah, it'd be in the main building.
The main building with the star in it.
Yep. There is a barracks to the south of the main building.
Okay.
And then at the north side, there is a temple.
Okay.
I'll make a religion check.
Nailed it.
I don't know nothing
As
about
you
no
would.
religion.
Pagan.
I'm a
But
cleric, and I
Jackson's
still
everything.
have to roll, or do I get advantage on the roll or something?
You have double proficiency.
Yeah, and I got a 14.
It's a temple to Helm.
Means nothing to me personally, so.
Well, it's kind of a protection kind of thing.
Okay.
But he doesn't really care why.
The roof on these buildings, looking at them, are they like a thatch type roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many
That's-
people are around and what are they doing?
There's several people around. It's essentially a contained village. There's several members of the Flaming Fist. There's there's a lot of people that are kind of they'll look like they're working out of the fort. So there's not just there's the Flaming Fist, then there's the people that look like they live in the fort that are kind of natives or travelers. They're not Flaming Fist, what you would consider civilians, but they live at the fort.
Like support personnel.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You get a military base, right, and a bunch of people pop up around it, doing, working, providing services to the people who live at the fort, kind of a thing.
The washerwomen, as
Right.
they were called.
There's also the traders that are manning the bazaar would kind of fall into that category. There are people that come and go. There are boats coming in regularly. People explorers do use the fort as kind of a quote home base. Some of them do, so that they this is where they come back and then they sell their goods to traders here, so they don't have to go through the merchant princes at the port. There's advantages and disadvantages to both places. Both places are going to take a cut out of what you bring back. But the Flaming Fist have mercenaries. Like, you can hire some of the Flaming Fists. You find that out pretty easily. So there's
giant sign here. It says hire.
Something like that.
Fist,
Something like that. Yeah, so it's basically if you're launching an expedition into the jungle, you're either going to base yourself out of Fort Belurian, or you're going to base yourself out of Port Niranzaru. And it's clear that there's people that are here. There are fewer people here because it's, a much smaller place, right?
Okay.
There is. You're gonna go into the Bailey, the Bastion. What do they call it, Bailey? The gates to this building are also open.
Are there guards on the doors?
Not strictly speaking. There's not a guard posted, but there are members of the Flaming Fist all around. Like, it's not like it's open to the public per se, but like there's no reason to post a guard because they're everywhere.
Okay. Where do we think we would go to get charters? Because that would give us a convenient excuse to be poking around.
Sure. Where is... you'd think they would make it like super easy to find the Oh, there's also
The
guest
office in-
quarters.
The office in Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there's a page running around.
You would need to find the Castellan. I'm assuming you're gonna ask around for this information.
Sure. Why not?
So you need to find the Castellan, Gerda Hal's daughter. She's the second in command, and she's basically responsible for the day-to-day functioning of the fort. She's not too hard to find, but she does kind of tend to wander around. And one of the Flaming Fist tells you, she'll find you soon enough. She has a knack for finding visitors and finding new folks and meeting them, if you will.
We'll just keep exploring.
The Bailey has a courtyard. That's where
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm just gonna... Do I want to just open it up? I think I'll just open it up. And turn on lighting. There you go. So the hall to the south is kind of where the business is generally conducted.
Looks like this is a multi-story building from the stairs.
Yes. There is indeed an upstairs.
Okay.
Where is the upstairs? There it is. The upstairs is basically just quarters.
In my wanderings around the innards of the fort here, do I feel that there are too many guards to safely flick a flaming torch on top of one of these thatch roofs?
I'm gonna have you give me an insight check and a nature check.
If I'm near him, I say, make sure there's nobody in it.
You are unable to determine any rotation of guards or any kind of sense of like when would be like how to find a place to be out of sight or yada 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 yada.
Okay.
However, even your rudimentary knowledge nature, the thatched roofs are pretty
wet.
damp.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Now I have too many things open.
Are the barrels we see around town, are those water barrels?
Probably, yeah. What barrels are you talking about, like on the map or? Oh
yeah, it looks like there's some barrels against the walls on the north and the south, barrels and boxes.
Yeah, some good mix of goods, mix of mix of
None
goods.
of them happen to be labeled. None of them happen to be labeled gunpowder, do they?
No.
Damn.
However, Grub, if you're looking at the map just kind of to the north of where you are, it's a raptor pen. There
Inside
are
the bailey? Okay. That's promising. So what do I see in the raptor pen? What animals?
There are 6 of one kind and 4 of another. There are 6 semi-quadrupedal with bone crests, or bony head crests. And then there are kind of larger. The other 4 are a larger version of a velociraptor, with claws and meaty teeth.
Yeah, of course, nobody ever tries to find a smaller version of a velociraptor. No, they got to go big.
Well, the velociraptors aren't really that big.
Yeah, how big are these animals, and what are the walls made out of?
Well, the semi-quadrupedals, the hadrosaurs, they are looking around. You actually see paraphernalia that indicate that they could be ridden.
We probably saw some important Zara being ridden, didn't we?
Probably. The hadrosaurs are large. The raptor-like creatures are medium. There is a man in here tending to them.
Is he inside of the pen with them, or is he outside of it and doing stuff into the pen?
He a little of both, depending on the time. And he is covered in. He's a native person. He's a Chultan, and he's covered in tattoos and scars. He's also missing half of his right hand.
My goodness.
That makes sense.
Actually reminds me of a I think it was a tweet. It was a response to a job posting for a what was like a grizzly bear tender or something to that effect. And the person tweeted something to the effect of, "Okay, cool, but I have questions about what happened to the previous person in the job."
Yeah.
I really have no idea about how to create a distraction.
Fahada, you and I could start a dance off, or we could do some dancing, right? We could start like a bunny line or something, right? Do the bunny hop all the way through the thing. That would distract a few people.
But would it distract the right people?
I don't know. Let's see what we could do.
In due time, Kruda House daughter finds you. She says, "Hello, welcome to Fort Belurian, or Belurian. What brings you to the fort?" She kind of looks up and down and quickly asks, "Are you here to buy a charter?"
As it so happens, we are.
Ah, excellent. Please come with me to the hall, and I'll introduce you to our commander.
Oh, sure. Excellent.
Ooh, I hear a picture of her.
Everybody else?
Oh yeah,
Otherwise, I'll at least tell everyone I can see.
yeah, I'm going.
You can
Same.
get everyone together and have everyone go if you want. Liara Porter is in the hall, and as you enter, stands. She is flanked by a couple of other guards. This hall, it resembles a hunting lodge. There's dinosaur heads and skulls mounted on the walls, and pelts of exotic animals hung like tapestries. Let's see.
My jaw falls open.
Not expecting or supporting that behavior, are you?
No, I mean I hunted.
Oh, okay,
I don't do it for sport though.
sure.
But these are some impressive trophies.
Let's see. So Liara says, adventurers, welcome. What brings you to Fort Belurian?
We would like to buy a charter.
Well, we can certainly do that.
If we can afford it.
We have to buy them?
It's 50 gold.
Did we get 50 gold from...
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, even better.
You did. Yes, it's 50 gold plus a share of your profits.
Wait,
Sure.
what?
No.
However, I am in need of adventurers like yourself.
Oh my god.
And what is it that you needed adventurers for?
Fortunately, we are adventurers like ourselves.
Yes.
Exactly.
They are,
like
in fact,
ourselves.
adventurers.
Wait. This doesn't make any sense.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, it's kind of straight. It doesn't actually say this anywhere in the material, at least not that I recall seeing. But this makes it, this sort of indicates that every time you come back to town, you need to get a new charter of exploration.
What?
That's just not right.
Anyways, Porter asks if you would help rid the jungle of ghouls. She'll gladly give you a free charter of exploration. And for every severed ghoul head you bring back to her, she'll pay you 20 gold.
Whoa.
Wow.
Now, if we're supposed to get a new charter every time we come back, that's not going to be good.
Are you asking me or Liara? Or your party?
Party.
We get one, we don't come back. Then we don't ever have to buy a new one, and our original one is still good.
Well, DM, is that what you're saying is...
We'll say that it's good for a period of time.
Okay, because that's
What is the period of time then?
TBD.
Say 60 days.
Okay.
And can you give us more information about the ghouls? Where are they? How many are they? What direction?
Well, the undead in Chult are numerous. So that's
Just go find some ghouls?
yeah.
Well, we know they're southeast of Port Nyanzaru, but are they up here around the fort as well?
So undead can be found anywhere in Chult. They tend the areas that are marked on the map are just kind of like where they.
I think he's asking if there's a specific place that she's wanting cleared
no.
out, and that's why she's asking for adventurers.
No.
any ghoul will do, I guess.
Yep. She's just trying to reduce the number of undead because the undead do wander both to the port and to the fort and attack both from time to time.
So
okay, so she's got, I'm about to say, she's got no specific location for us to go, just do it.
Kill some ghouls.
Right.
Okay.
It sounds like as long as we agree that we're going to kill any ghouls that we can, we get a free charter and we can come back and get a reward if we happen to run into some.
We just have to bring back ghoul heads.
Yep.
Anybody seen a ghoul before?
I don't...
Does she have an example of what a ghoul looks like, or a ghoul head?
Picture, perhaps?
You gonna ask her?
Wait,
Yes.
does our cleric know what a ghoul looks like? I mean...
I saw one in a book once.
That should be good.
Hallelujah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Fraggle, if asked, could, and if was capable at drawing, could draw you one from memory from the books.
Can I just pull out the book and show them?
Sure. Are you carrying books around?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
I can't see anything.
What was that?
Ew, yes.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What? Ew.
What else do you know about ghouls there,
That's
Fraggle?
disgusting.
Right?
He knows
Did you hear
that
the question?
their claws can paralyze you.
Cool.
So don't get clawed.
What else do they do?
Eat you.
Eat peoples, yeah.
They eat flesh.
Jhax, bear in mind that we need the head when we're done.
Okay.
But only the head.
Yes.
Feel free to
That's kinda
squish
what I was
everything else.
saying.
What is a ghoul?
It's
Fraggle?
undead.
Dead.
It's an undead creature generally created by some evil necromancer.
Oh.
Doesn't look like they have any hair, so we're going to need to make sure we take sacks to put them in.
So how
so
does
braid the
how
tongue.
is it? Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
how is it still alive with this curse?
Because it's undead, not living.
The death
Oh,
curse is not
gotcha.
preventing undead from being created. Also, the undead have been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, but I assumed it was also affecting the undead. But okay, not
It might be. We just don't know. Actually.
okay.
Are there intelligent undead about?
Liara doesn't have a clear answer to that. There have in the past. I'm trying to remember if we talked about the origin of the undead. I don't think we did.
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you right now if you want me to.
Go ahead.
There was a warlord named Raz Nissi who created like an army of undead, but he was ultimately defeated. And it's pretty much how the entire land was destroyed. So there's still a lot of his undead peoples running around the area.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Oh wait, I think I remember this. And they didn't have a leader to control them.
Yep.
There was also a rumor that he wasn't actually killed and that the ruins of, what was it, Mesro or whatever,
Uh-huh.
is actually an illusion and is actually still fine. That was a rumor.
Oh,
Undead Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, well that probably limits the number of intelligent undead, because otherwise they would have tried to take over the other ones, right?
Or they just
Maybe.
don't care. Well, if they're in hiding, they may not, but yeah.
Well, if Mesro is still intact, then we might want to assume that Raz Nasi is still down there.
So we don't know if he is or not.
Safest to assume he is.
Correct.
Yep.
So we'll take our charter, then we'll be off to go kill ghouls. Thank you.
She thanks you for your service. And she also mentions that if you would like, you are welcome to buy the services of some of her Flaming Fist.
Much appreciated.
but he's got an angle.
What's the
Yeah.
cost for the hires?
1 gold for 10 days per person.
Not bad.
Are these like hireling fighters?
Meat shields.
Something like that. I mean, they would be considered members of your party, so
Okay.
Well, can we see him in action before we decide to pay that much money?
I mean,
Are they practicing outside?
Maybe they look like capable folks.
Yeah,
Which
but
building are we in now? Are we in the Bailey or something else?
Yeah, you're in the Bailey.
I make sure everybody's aware of the dinosaurs there in the corner.
I mean, does she think we need help? That's why she's suggesting that?
No, she just hawking a service.
Gotcha.
I mean, we probably do, but that's neither here nor there. Yes.
I mean, we have 2 barbarians to charge out front. It's fine.
Yeah, but they need healing.
I mean, I need to ask the question of my
Okay.
party. If she has, you know, these dudes that can take down these ghouls, why isn't she sending them out there?
Yeah, why does
does she
need
want
us?
Personnel.
Why does she want to pay us gold?
well, it's a wider area search, not clear out this specific area. It's if we encounter anyone along the way, kind of thing.
There's a lot
Right.
of hexes out there.
Yeah, it's a huge area.
And ghouls versus Bob might make 2 ghouls. I know some things work like that anyway.
What are you saying about Bob?
Bob's a great skull. Source of knowledge.
Go back to the raptor pen. What were the walls made out of? How high are they? And what kind of food is in the? Obviously, the raptors are probably eating meat, but what are the hadrosaurs eating?
Plants.
And is it like hay, dry plants, or is it green stuff?
Green stuff. The walls are the same as the rest of the fort. Sturdy wooden walls.
Right. How high is the floor? There's 2 floors here. How high are the different levels?
Well, the downstairs would have to be big enough for a large creature. So let's see if the Bailey is 20 feet tall at the peak of the roof. And the attached palisade is 16 feet high. You can actually see the structure from outside the walls.
Is there like something that the horse that do I know as an animal handling person, something that the horses would absolutely love, like a huge pile of apples that they would like take off running and towards this pile of apples and just like everybody be like, wait, the horses. I don't know.
Female horse.
Are you asking if such a pile of apples exists on the ground somewhere?
Just with my knowledge of animal handling, I know that the horses are happy because they're fed, but is there something like something that would get them moving?
Fire.
Yeah, but I don't want them to like hurt themselves. Like,
Not as good as
you know, I'm an animal lover, so
I'm gonna
I'm
go
okay.
with
I'm gonna leave the
not
horses alone.
really,
Then.
no.
Okay. I'm still at a loss for how to create a distraction.
We're back to dance off.
So let's get out of earshot. We are. Is that correct? We are not. We have left the office and everything.
I presume so, yes.
Okay, good. Just checking. Okay. So let's see. It's got to be enough to get her out of that office. So
Well, is she the commander that we're trying to distract, or is that a different person?
That was the commander.
right. The commander is the person who brought us to her. I mean, the commander is her, and then the other person, like her daughter or something, is
No, it's the
the
second
one
in
who
command.
brought us. Yeah, is the one who brought us to her.
No relation.
Okay.
So we don't have to distract the entire fort. We just have to distract the commander.
Yeah,
basically.
Well, no, we're supposed to distract almost the whole fort so the guy could sneak in.
No, we need to get the commander out of the commander's office long enough for him to sneak in with everybody out of the commander's office. Long enough for him to sneak in and take whatever he's looking for.
So he wants to ransack the commander's
And
quarters, not her office.
Okay.
He doesn't care how we end up clearing it, but that area needs to be cleared. Everything else is irrelevant.
So
You have to
how
find
do
those
we
first, I
get to
suppose.
those quarters.
Yeah.
And the quarters are on the second story of the Bailey. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, still.
So we don't know when she is going to be in her quarters, right? She's wanders around the fort during the day.
No,
it
that was
sounds like.
somebody else, wasn't it?
I mean, she's not wandering around the fort like the second command is.
Right.
Okay.
So
But-
who's around the quarters then?
There are flaming fists and people milling about upstairs.
Oh, her quarters are upstairs?
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, you could always throw someone into the dinosaur pit.
Oh joy.
That's back in the port.
No, right here in the bailey.
Dinosaur pen.
Is it a pen or is it a pit?
Pen.
Hey, can people rent these dinosaurs? What's the deal with them?
You would need to talk to the trainer. But I believe they are for the flaming fist use.
Okay, so we would have to hire dinosaur riders.
Yes, and so you're gonna talk with the trainer?
Sure, why not?
So he seems to be a very jovial fellow. Despite his tattoos and scars. Like, oh no. They keep the so they use the raptors, the Dinochusies. We'll go with that. Dinochusies for kind of like hunting dogs.
Oh, okay, so they're not for halflings to ride.
Right. The hadrosaurs are used for small, fast-moving patrols or as pack animals. But they're generally only used for official flaming fist business. They're not rentable by the public.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, thanks. I was just curious. It looked like it would be neat to rent some rideable dinosaurs.
He tells you to check out the dinosaur racing in the port. They're always looking for new riders.
Why is that?
He shows you his hand and smiles and then laughs heartily.
I guess that would do it.
Always looking for more to throw into the grinder.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
open the dinosaur pen. Let him run. And then that's a distraction.
So
Yep.
here's the deal. We want to cause the distraction without being known that we're causing the distraction, so we can still reap the benefits of this charter and
And get another one if we need it.
We also want the distraction to affect the people who are in the building, not the people who are outside who are going to run to handle it.
Right.
So we have to figure out a distraction in the building would be my guess. Now that I
That'd be
understand it
ideal.
more. Mm-hmm.
We would either need a distraction for in the building specifically, or the entire place, and ideally one that we don't get implicated for.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
Unfortunately, none of my abilities are subtle enough for this situation.
I am a bit of a innocent young one here. I mean, I could think that I smell fire, but maybe it's really only a cooking stove, but I think it's a fire upstairs. Everybody better get out.
Wait, say that again?
Nothing making them think that she's smelling of
He's going
fire.
to yell fire in a crowded
Mhm.
bailey.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to look for a way to open the dinosaur pen without getting caught.
Well, I do have mage hand.
It
Well,
has
that's okay.
verbal and somatic components.
And
Ah,
it's visible.
Yep.
gotcha.
It makes a ghostly hand, but it is still visible.
Yep.
I also have Prestidigitation, which also has verbal and somatic components and is a 10-foot range. As I said, none of our stuff is subtle enough for spells to work. Or at
I
least
am
mine.
back. Had to give the brother the latest post-operative update and stuff. So sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right. We going to beat on something?
I mean, eventually. Right
yes.
now, we're trying to come up with the perfect
Distraction.
solution. Yeah, the
Yep.
distraction that doesn't implicate us either.
Right. So right now you need to use your mind hammer.
The blacksmith in the courtyard entryway area, I would imagine he's got a barrel of oil that they use to quench the blades.
Yeah. Seems likely.
Wondering how is he like preoccupied with making weapons and stuff?
Not at the moment. He is chatting
sell
with. Yeah, he's kind of hawking them, and he seems to. Well, here, we'll make you roll something. Where's Jhax? So you watch him a little bit, and he seems to really enjoy spending time with adventurers and explorers coming through and coming up to his work area.
All right. I'm gonna. Is he the only one in his tent or underneath that building?
Other than the people coming in and out.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the group aside and I'm gonna go up and strike up a blacksmithing conversation with this guy, show him my my dwarven made stuff that I have, and see if somebody has an opportunity to flick something flammable into that bucket of oil right there that they use to quench the blades. That would most likely start a pretty good fire, aka distraction. And then I go up and start up a chat with the blacksmith guy.
Would it create a but we need an interior distraction.
I would imagine if that building went up on fire.
How close is it to that
Um,
building that they're in?
Sorry, what was the question?
How close is that to the building that they're in?
You talking about the Bailey?
How close would
Yes.
this fire be to
So
the quarters?
The blacksmith is in the gatehouse area.
Here.
It's about 15 or 15 squares.
It's
Do we have
with-
a legend on that? No.
It's right next to the red line.
It's almost 180 feet.
Okay. I would imagine if
That's
that
the guardhouse.
thing went up in
Yeah.
flames, it would attract a whole lot of people looking to put the fire out.
So do you think that that whole building is going to go up in flames?
We
A
don't really
bucket of
want the
oil
building to
catches
go in
fire.
flames. You want the bucket to go up in flames and distract everybody.
If the bucket goes up and takes the building with it, that's a even better distraction.
Right, because it's just a bucket on fire. You know, people are going to try and put
Yeah.
it out, but not everybody may come running.
If somebody stumbled into the bucket and knocked it over and it lit on fire,
How would we get that to happen? How would we
There's
get it to light fire?
there's a forge in that building that he's using that's obviously it's going to be coal fired in this day and age. If something got knocked over, if somebody tripped accidentally, I might even be able to trip.
I know you can trip.
Yep. So, I think it would be a good way to make a plausible distraction.
Oh, we can try that.
Who can do the tripping best and make it look accidental? I don't think I can do that.
I can make it look accidental, probably, but I definitely couldn't do it very well.
I would think one of the roguey, the more dexterous individuals could stumble or catch their foot on something and lead to a cascading effect of oil on the ground and something catching it on fire.
I mean, I can be curious.
So you're going to seduce the commander?
Here he is, not.
Curious. Thank
I
you
mean,
very
I considered
much.
it.
I considered it.
No, that would be one way to distract things, huh?
I
Oh my
already
God.
used rogue prostitution as a show title, or an episode title.
Yeah, sure.
Sadly, I am not surprised by this.
What's the area outside of the fort like? I can't. From the map, it looks like it's fairly cleared for 100 feet. But what's after that? How far to woods? How far to the
Sure.
road? That kind of thing.
It's up on top of a hill. So it's up on top of a hill. It doesn't tell me how. No, it's not gonna. Boop, doop, 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 doo. They tell me how far. It's a fair distance. It's probably at least a football field. It's well cleared to make the fort kind of easy to find. The western gatehouse walls are 20 feet high. The rest of the walls are 12 feet high, but then they're also on kind of a berm, a hill kind of a thing.
Very defensible.
Yeah, very defensible.
Okay. I'm still, scouting the dinosaur pen, looking for a quick and easy way to open it without being seen
Or eaten.
or eaten. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
true. That might happen too.
As far as our job is concerned, the important part is getting it open. The rest of it's optional for the job.
Yeah, I mean, getting eaten, that's a distraction, right?
Mhm.
That'll work.
Be known as two-fingered Fraggle.
I mean, I could lose a couple and still be considered a normal Fraggle.
Wow.
How many fingers can you lose before you can no longer hold the adventurous adult books?
Wait, what?
Nothing. So I keep my eye on the trainer and see if he leaves at any time or whatever, or see if there's anyone watching
I mean, there's people coming in and out all the time.
all the time. I know.
So
Or if there's a way to put a rope on the gate and like drag it around, the corner.
the area
I just don't want to
is
be seen.
well lit. There's nowhere to hide, buddy.
Well, I mean, the pen's in the middle. There's doors like on every single side of the room. There's even stairs going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's people in and out of there all the time, you say.
Correct. Yeah.
One of the things we need to figure out is what the pattern is at night as well. Could we set something up at night to trigger in the morning, for instance? Could we rig the door so it's easier to open, or could we rig the barrel so it could overnight so that it could be made ready to set it on fire without us having to, kind of be obviously next to it?
Yeah, or sabotage something to get, set it off later.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what
Like
Grubby
for
was-
everything. It doesn't have to be the oil. It could be whatever. The well or a campfire somewhere or
And I think we'll end there. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Dyne, you want to plug Rhyme and your website?
Yeah, first of the month on DDO stream is Rime of the Frost Maiden, the continuing adventures of. They've gotten pretty far, and now we'll see if they survive the hard stuff.
Fighting a dragon with the hard stuff. That's great. Anyone else want to plug?
it was
anything?
pretty hard. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, thanks for watching D&D on DDOcast. If you'd like to find more of our adventures, you can find them at DDOcast.com or the DDOcast YouTube and Twitch channels. We've been using Fantasy Grounds Unity. You can get started with your virtual tabletop gaming experience today at fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter. You can follow me at DDOcast on Twitter. And you can check us out at DDOcast.com for our weekly DDO news and discussion podcast show, as well as some other tabletop and gaming adventures. Thanks for watching.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
All right.